Hi everyone, this is Tiela. Today we are going to talk about how to sell your house successfully. When someone asks me that question, my answer would be depending on how you want to approach it. Um, would you want to sell your house as a fixer? If you do, you don't have to do much, but I would recommend you to hire a real estate agent who know how to deal with fixer and also know how to deal with investor, because most likely those are the kind of people that would be interested in your house, which is happen to be one of my specialty. But if you want people to fall in love with the house, wants to live there, and get the most money possible, then you need to do more. So let's talk about the front yard. This is the first thing that people notice when they walk into the property. I know that some people already left to their new homes and neglect their front yard. Don't do that, because that's the first thing that people would see, and then they would think, well, if let's say the grass is brown and everything's dying, what else is wrong with the house? So make sure that you still have that taken care of. I have so many people comment on the little details, like, oh, it's nice that the gardener still come and it looks like it's well manicured, instead of all the grass is all brown and dying. Now if you still live in the house and someone wants to come and see it, make sure that dirty things like dirty laundries and dirty dishes, they're all should be gone somewhere, not visible, because it's such a turn off, and some people just can't imagine. So they just think that, oh, the house is dirty, and then they probably want to walk out. I did have a lot of clients that just get turned off by it. Also, pets. I personally like pets, but you never know who's coming to see your house, and as a potential buyer, they might have a allergy, and they would want to get out from the house as soon as possible, because they get this allergy reaction, and then they cannot even see if the house could be the right one for them, because they're so distracted and they just want to get the heck out of it. I would also try to remove all clutters, and if you can, if it's possible, make the house as neutral as possible, because some people just get turned off by certain things, and then they cannot even imagine if the house is empty, and then they can do whatever they want. I did have a client that was complaining about the decoration, and I keep telling them the decoration is not included anyway, it will be gone, but in their head they just, I couldn't see past it, I guess. Another thing is that you should paint the house and pick a neutral color, because I have seen a house that the paint is fairly new, but then they pick a bright yellow, which is, again, for some people it's really really hard to imagine past that, because they just keep saying, yellow, yellow, yellow everywhere on the wall. This is a nice way to give a fresh look in the house, the new paint, I mean. But yeah, pick a neutral color, so people can have more imagination, instead of the color is so strong that they can even go past it. The next one will be smell. So pay attention to that. I have been walked into houses that it's just the smell is so unbearable, and you can imagine when the client walked in, my client that wants to buy a house, it's such a turn off for them, and they start to think like, well, where does the smell come from? Will it go away if I buy the house? And it just make them distracted, and they don't want to stay in the house for too long, and again, then you're losing your chance to sell it to this person that could be just a perfect buyer, but so distracted by the smell. So that's a few things that you need to consider when you want to sell your house. The next part will be to do the marketing, but I will talk about that in a different video. I hope I will see you then, and I'd like to thank you for watching, and until next time.